Are you sick and tired of this? You nail a fantastic AI character, you are excited, but then you try a new scene, a different emotion, and suddenly it's not them anymore. Those frustrating non-consistent characters are a huge time waster, right? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If that sounds familiar, you are in the right place because in this video I am going to show you exactly how to break free from that inconsistency nightmare. We are talking about creating super realistic and perfectly consistent AI character in Comfy UI, all starting from just one image. Just imagine one reference photo and then boom, your character looking exactly as they should across any pose, any style, any expression. No more almost, no more close enough. We are aiming for perfection. And the best part is, I have developed 4 powerful workflows that make this a reality. And yes, I will also tell you how you can get these workflows. So please watch the video. This video is going to be full of information and some crazy results. Hi guys, welcome to the Comfy UI interface where the magic begins. So before starting, I will tell you the workflows funnels we are going through today. So we are going to have 4 different workflows. First one, I'm going to create a realistic character because I don't have one. You can skip this part if you have one. And on the second workflow, I'm going to create consistent body structure with different poses. Then taking that body structures, putting our consistent character face on it. Then do a upscale plus realistic skin workflow. And in the last workflow, we are going to create multiple face expression. Whatever type of face expressions you want, you can create with this workflow. Okay, let's start with our first workflow, which is text to image realistic images. Okay, this is the workflow. So it's very simple to use. When you first time imported, there may be some error of missing custom node. You just have to go to the manager. Here, install missing custom nodes. Here you will see all the missing custom nodes, what your workflow need and what you don't have. So you just simply install all of this and restart your Comfy UI. After installing all the custom nodes, so the red circles around the nodes will be gone and you will be good. And after that, you just go and copy and paste this on your browser and download these models and put these models in these exact file directories with the exact names. So you don't have to worry. I have give you a full detailed beginner guide how to install it, so everybody could use these workflows. So let's start with the workflow. So it's a very basic workflow. I'm not going to go on the in-depth like why this node is here, what is doing with this and all those stuff. I know most of the people just want to use this. So by using this, I will just tell you 2 settings in this. This is our resize image, what type of image you want, like what size of image you want. And you can increase the size, but in my 3090 it's already take me around 40-50 seconds to generate in this resolution. And this is our prompt. Just simply put prompt here and just run. Generated a very simple prompt from ChatGPT, put it here, everything looks good, and just run it. Okay, we have our first image. So this image is good, but wait for the second image, which will be the game changer. Okay, we have the results, and the second one will always be the better because it will generate first the image and then take this image and regenerate it and make it more realistic. This is this workflow. So it looks very good, but I will again run it 1 or 2 times and find the best image, and we will continue with the next workflow. Okay guys, I created a couple of images from this workflow, and I just want to show you every image was good. Now it's your personal choice which one you like. Maybe you like the first creation or the second generation creation, whatever. I have picked this character, and let's go to the next workflow now. Okay guys, here is our second workflow, but our first stage of our character consistency. So simple, again drag and drop. When you will first time drag and drop this workflow, definitely you're going to have missing custom node. So again, simply go to the manager, install missing custom node and install every custom node with that will solve all the problem. After installing the custom nodes, you have to install all these models, and then you have to put all these models with these names in the directory which have been written here. So this is that, and now you should, after doing that, you should be able to run this workflow. Just there are two control panels, one for male, one for female. So right now we are going for the female one. So you can see different option here with gender, age, nationality, and body type, model pose, all those, skin color, like there are a lot of options. You can go and play with it. You what type of body you want, you can what type of hair you want, all the things you can go and change here and generate multiple models. So as I have shown you, you have multiple option here to tweak things to get the body type you want. Here we have to put our face, model the face that we have selected. Here this one is a very important thing, female poses. So what type of poses you want, what type of angle of the body you want, all of these images will be in the Patreon. In these pictures you can see the body in different angles, poses. So this will be the structure for us. So I will just for you have to do all of this. So you have multiple bodies, angles, and so it will be very easy in future to train our LoRa on these images. So I will render all of these, but let's start with this. And the only setting you after this you have to change is this one. If you are going with the female one, so you have to choose one value here. If you are going with the generating the male body, so you have to go with the second value, this background information. You can put what type of background you want, and you will get that. So this is all the settings. Just I will run this now. So here it is. Here, so it generated 4 different images of the same pose. See, the body is very consistent with all of them. You have to choose one of them. I like the fourth one. So here I will go and type 4 and click here, progress selected image. So this will continue the full process, and you will see now, if you see the face is very garbage, the image is very garbage. So it is going to fix all of these things. Okay, the rendering is finished. So we have selected this fourth one, right? So this is our next next stage of this workflow. It created that same poses and same body structure, and just regenerate it in a good quality. It will go down and add more details to it, and it will be more realistic. Now what you will do, you will just go make this thing fix. Okay, now now simply you will go, you have all these images, you can go and select. I will select this one, so this image, and again simply just go run, and it will generate new poses with new images, and that again the same thing. Now after fixing this, the most like what is going to happen, it's going to give us the same body type, body structure as we already have for the consistency. Now because I fixed the seed here, so you can see the first image that we have is very similar with our previous models. So I'm going to select the first one and go with the simple progress selected image, and it's going to render the improved version here. So I'm going to do that with all of these images, and then I will go to the next section. I'm not going to show you all of this. I just now you know how these processes working. I will meet you in the our next workflow. So let's go to the upscaling workflow. Same thing, you can find all the workflows in my Patreon page, and just drag and drop like this, and install the missing custom node from your manager, and then install all of these models, put it exactly in these folder with these names, and you're done. So here you want to just learn about 3 settings. So these 2 are meant to add realistic skin on your face, on the character full body, not only face, sorry. So the denoise it's very important. So denoise is the value. The higher the value, the more possible chance is your character is going to change. So we don't want that, right? So I found a very sweet spot which is 0.28 or 7, and then run it. And if still your character is changing more that you don't like, then you can just control B, these two LoRa's, you have to close these two LoRa's. First we are going to run this workflow with the LoRa models and denoise at 0.28 and see what we will get. Okay, so the rendering is finished. Let's see what we got. So here for this image, okay, it is realistic more definitely, but the value is so high for this image. So now you have to discover in the process. So if you see, it's very sharp and it's like it's realistic now, but it's very sharp. So for that you have to reduce this. For example, I will go 1, and for here I will go 3.75 and then run it. Okay, the new render has been finished, so let's see what has been done. Okay, so this is looking perfect, I think so. Now we are going to get the consistency. So this is collector consistency stage 2 workflow. Just drag and drop, and of course install basic custom nodes. This is all the information available for you as usual. And then it's very simple workflow, and you don't have to change any single setting in it. Just put the model and just upload your image. Just run it. Okay guys, the render is finished. So this is our results. So as you can see, exactly same face with different angles. So now you can see the consistency is very good here now, but the quality is not there, right? This is where this portion of the workflows come. Once you see, okay, everything's looking good, there is no glitchiness. So if there is some weird things, you can re-render this until you get the best thing. Now if you, for example, will like this is perfect. Now I will just control B, and everything I will just undo, and this is our upscaler. This upscaler is super good. It will not change your face at all. It will just upscale it, and you have to upscale it a lot, like maybe 3 times. So it will be a very big image. But now it's a very big image, so I can crop these things, and still each one of those single images will be in a good resolution. So that is very important. That's a little trick, so you can do that. So now let's just upscale this. I will upscale this 3 times as I said, and we will wait for the upscaling. Finally you can see the result. As you can see, the result is super good. Just see the consistency and tell me what do you think. Let's move towards these things. We created these angles, so now simple, just click on it, add it here. You have to do nothing, like literally run and wait for the result. Okay, so the render is finished, so let's see the results. Okay, as you can see here, we got the exact same face on every single one of them. Just make it run in this upscaler and you should be good. So you understand now how this process is working. You have to do all of this for every image. So when you're done with this, the next step is upscaling workflow again. So I will show you what I am going to do. If you see the files that I have generated, okay, I have generated 1-2 times and get the best result. So if you see carefully, this is a finalized version. If you see the teeth here is little bit of messed up, here is little bit messed up, and the texture is good, but it can be more better, right? So making it perfect, as I already said in my intro. So right now it's pretty good, but make it perfect. We are going to take this, put it in our upscaling model, and now it's already pretty big. I will make it a little bit more bigger. Let's say one by one it's too much. I will make it 0.5 and 0.5. And then we can lower down the LoRa model 0.751 and the denoise 0.28. Okay guys, ready to see the magic? See the result? See the teeth? Okay. Can you see this? Okay. Now you tell me it's more realistic or not. Okay. So yeah, of course these kind of images you can ignore if you don't want to put this. Okay, if you see carefully, it's barely changing anything, right? It's just adding more things. Maybe something, it's not even changing, it's like adding more naturalism to it. But if you still found it a little more these settings that I did it 0.28 denoise and these more detail to 0.75 and this to 1. This setting is good, work majority of the time. But if you still want very less minimum changes, you can even drop it or you can disable this. This is up to you. So now you got it how this is going to work, right? Now I will render every single image and I will show you the finalized result so you see it yourself what we have just created. Hi guys, as you can see, all the images are prepared now. I have done the face swapping and also the realistic upscaling. So after that, let's see the final result, what we got here. Okay, now you tell me. Now you tell me this is not consistent. This is not realistic. As you can see, absolutely brilliant, realistic, and let's go forward and see. Yeah, see the realistic skin. So yeah, and there are some small problem in it. In some images, I would say out of 100, 30% of maximum images got the teeth little bit wrong. So if you for example, if you see this and this little bit of glitchiness in the teeth, so you can simply avoid these images, don't use it. We have plenty of images already to train the LoRa model, so we don't have any major issue with that. So the last thing is you have to just the image size. This is where it comes handy. Remember I told you you have to render it in a very big size. So see, my this image size is 6700 something and 6100. So and this is 97 MB image. So the benefit of this is now you can zoom in and the quality of the images will be good. So yeah, now you can distribute the images and for distribution, yeah, so here you can see EZGIF. You can come here and click the option of like split and choose your file over here or just drag and drop. Okay, as you can see, the image is loading over here and we will go below and in the more tool option and in the sheet cutter option. Here you can see the option by number of columns and rows. We will click that. 5 column, 3 rows. Sorry, 3 rows and output PNG and let's cut. Okay guys, as you can see, we have our separate images over here. We will go full down. Here you can see download frame as zip. While this is downloading, let's go and I will tell you another way how you can split these images. So just simply click on it, edit. You can see the edit option over here and just simply, you don't have to wait for the rendering in for the online downloading, all those stuff. Just save as a copy and We'll save this as counting. So this will be save as a new image. So then you can go again and you can cut it and save it in this way. Okay, okay, now you can distribute these images. I have already told you two different methods, the online one and the manual one. Whatever you like, you can do it. So let's go. Should we finalize this video? Is this enough for you? Yeah, most of people say, yeah, it's enough for training a LoRa on the images. Yeah, I would agree on that. As I already told you in the intro, that we are going for the perfection. So, last final thing left, which is how to make a different expressions. Okay, so here's the final workflow for you guys. Okay, we already have the example, so I'm not going to import any of those. For example, it's super simple. First of all, I didn't add the downloadation node or something over here because it's super duper easy workflow, super simple workflow. You just have to get that workflow, drag and drop it here. You will get some custom node issue. Just download those missing custom nodes from here, and then you will be good to run this. So now if you go on this node, you will see I have distributed all the information, like every setting, and tell you what setting is for what. For right now, I will just randomly tweak some setting here and there, and to tell you what is this capable of. So you are going to love this one also. Yeah, let's just run this. Okay, you can see the result over here. You can now basically you can create any face expression from this custom workflow. So now this funnel of workflow is completed. Now I have give you every single option how from one single image create any expression, any face angle, any body angle, body structure, everything from these workflows. And the most important part is fully realistic and fully consistent. So this is for this video, and let's wind up this video with our conclusion and some things that I want to tell you. Okay, so let's wind up this video. And in the end, I want to say this workflows, this funnel of workflows, you have a lot of creativity in it, or I would say a lot of customization option in it. Starting to make your uh, character, start then your body. You can create whatever style of body you want, uh, tweaking those settings that I showed you in the workflow. Then you can go and swipe the face very precisely, very consistently. Then you can upscale those, you can tweak the setting in the upscale and get the best result. So you have to try, and you will get the best of the best result. There are a few things I want to clear, and I am sure you have also these questions also, that what kind of PC you need to run these workflows. So I have to tell you this, like, by finding these workflows, I didn't go on the lower VRAM, lower PC, those kind of specs, because I just want the best results. This funnel of workflow, you need to have around 24 GB of VRAM, 64 GB of PC RAM, so you can run this workflow. I know this is high, and maybe you can use lower models in the same workflow. You can use, if you know a little bit about Comfy UI, so you can use a lower model of Flux, lower model of text encoders, Clip, all those things. But and then you can get this thing down to maybe 12 GB. But I didn't try it, and I'm sure the quality of the characters will be a lot lower with the lower model. So I will not recommend you that. So this is it, and about the workflows. So these workflows, you will get these workflows by purchasing my Patreon membership. And you already seen in the video that for the installation and putting the folder names, every single thing is in the workflows itself. So as soon as you have the workflows, you are good with that. So this is the end of the video. Oh my god, this video takes a lot of effort to make, and hopefully you like it. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, so comment section is open. Have a nice day, and we will meet in our next video.